started. We got this mother over here telling that weird ass story. It sound like in the holding tank, a nigga. You know how you be in the holding tank and a nigga been out the streets telling them stories?
I done knocked a couple niggas out like that.
Yeah, ain't that he was lying. It's just that he was just, man, we in the holding cage, man, nigga.
Let me know when you record. It's hot, bro. It is hot to try. Check this out, man. Hostile Takeover. This is a real Hostile Takeover. Hostile Takeover presents another episode of Keepin It 100 with Zoe the Roasta.
And Myisha, Pooh.
And we here today, man, with somebody real special, man. You know, not only is he a special person, he's special in my life. He's a family member of mine who I watched when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? And we idolize this individual, you know, and it's some beautiful shit and it's some sad shit, because when you in prison and you continue to be in prison, they have something they call institutionalized. You know what I'm saying? And my cousin, he was just so much in prison. They got documentaries on him and everything while he was in prison. But I'm gonna let him tell you the story though, and I'm gonna help him out with it. What's going on, baby? Solon League, man. Solon League.
On the beat. First of all, I'd like to present you with a couple of gifts, man. You know, you and the family, man. Shit, you working like this, man. This is for you and Mama Hall, man. Shit. For taking me up under y'all's wing, you understand what I'm saying? I had to come with the next of kin, you understand what I'm saying? You know,
what you got going on?
For you and Mama Hall, you know. See, you got your special one and you got your one, because you know how she get mad at her sometimes. She won't have to break yours. She can throw hers up against the wall and do what you do.
Look at you.
That's clean.
And then I came for you and my brother Justin. You know, this is a man time, you know, with me. You know, I invented, you know, the old solo bracelets, you know, Bigfoot to you,
man, I've been
Justin.
Appreciate that, man.
Brother, yes,
that's
sir.
Justin.
It got the skull head on it, because, you know, we're going to bust skulls if necessary, and then you there, Mr. Roaster.
All right.
Yeah, I don't get one because Solo don't talk to me.
You know,
no more.
you can purchase them up there. You know, we got some for sale up there if you need
I don't want to buy one.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Hey, this is lovely, man. This is lovely. I'll be seeing you and watching you, you know what I'm saying, make them, and, you know, just first and foremost, where you from?
I'm born and raised in San Diego. I'm from Vallejo. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I love you, brother. It was not, you know, I didn't get an opportunity to meet you, but
yeah, yes, no doubt about it. That was a good friend of mine. He was a great guy to know. You know what I'm saying? So, born in San Diego, raised in Vallejo.
Yes, sir. May I say this for a minute?
Most definitely.
You know, anytime I enter, you know, any type of facility or something, I come with my my discoveries. It's necessary that I show that I'm, you know, certified and bona fide in this game. You know, I brought my discovery to show that, you know, my arrest history, you know. We got so much history.
You don't have to show me, but you can show whatever you want to. It's all good. We keeping it 100 this motherfucker. What is it that you would like to show?
Yeah, well, you know the thing, you know, when you, you know, stating your case in this game and you know, been the places I've been, you know, and we talked about, I heard you and JDH talking about paperwork the other day.
Right.
You know, I keep mine whether I'm released or not. This is my full discovery. You know, just in case anybody want to question what I've been doing.
Right.
Or, you know, how I made it through these facilities. You know, this ain't on my word of mouth. This is full discovery. This is from 1972. This is my arrest history.
Let's segue into this right quick.
Just tell me if I'm a PC or a hoe or a Saguni. You know, just let you know what this person is.
And that's how you do it for the people that don't understand what the paperwork means. When they say, hey man, where's his paperwork? You know what I mean? He's valid, he's validated, and everything is secure with that. So listen, you're in the process of writing a book titled
Bro, you know, with me and you, we've been so deep in this, so our roots are so deep. When, you know, when I read The Fly on the Wall, I'm sitting up here saying, my cousin don't know I'm sitting behind these walls writing my own book. And lo and behold, you come out, you produce, and mine was in the process. It's called Six Prison Numbers.
Yeah, we're going to put that out, but it's called what?
6 Prison Numbers.
6 Prison Numbers.
Yes, sir.
And it's basically describing
telling the story how I
crime,
called 6. Yes, they
how
led me to 6 prison numbers.
6 prison numbers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think that's raw. And I think that we need to get on top of that immediately and make sure that we get that published. You know what I'm saying? So the world can hear your story though.
You know what I mean? Excuse me, because when I was telling T when I opened up, I was like, this is like me, waiting on committee and seeing this this big black captain. You understand what I'm saying? I'm in at SEG, you understand? With this beautiful lieutenant sitting to the side. I've been locked up in a whole 6 months. She looking luscious. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm sitting up here trying to decide, is she going to release me out this administrative segregation, right?
Right.
So, back to you. That's how I looked at this.
Like they tell me, I got a thing I do with Fab and them called OG Tear Talk. And the whole message is the fact that, when you go to prison, and you experience prison, and you're there for a long time, you become intoxicated and indoctrinated with the rules and regulations that govern prison.
Of course, yes,
and you
sir.
bring them to the street. You know what I mean?
Yes.
At one point, I couldn't wear nothing but white shoes and jumpsuits and things of that nature because people didn't understand that I was still incarcerated. You know what I mean? But the fact that I could play the part and say, hey man, this is how I went. See, I'm no longer locked up. I know I'm free.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know I'm free. And they can never lock me up again. You feel what I'm talking about?
Question,
Right.
what does institutionalized mean? Like, can you break that down for those that don't understand?
Institutionalized basically is a condition where you put in prison and this is what you're used to. Yeah.
Watch my movements.
Yeah, this
Watch how I conduct myself.
This is what you're used
structure.
to. So when you're institutionalized, you bring home
The habits
that you got in
inherited
prison.
while you was incarcerated.
Exactly, inherited right.
Mm-hmm.
You said it exactly right. So that's
I know what it
we've
means.
always been we've all been to prison. So
Yeah, I'm a little institutionalized.
right.
Like, you got 15 minutes to go from your room to the chow hall
Right.
to eat.
Right.
And so I eat fast to this day. I
Straight
still
up.
eat fast. It's been 20 years.
Straight up.
So I get it, yeah.
It's just habits you never break.
Yeah.
That's just plain and simple.
Well, I'm talking about you
try your
can.
best to, function normally, but that is what it is.
Yeah, you can break those habits, but some hold on to them longer than others. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how much time the individual done. Like, you've been doing a lot of time, so I know what be going on sometime when you be doing you. You know what I'm saying?
But that's constantly, man,
Yeah, but you're a player, man. How old are you?
66 finna be 67.
66.
Allah bless me, yes sir.
66 finna be 67. Now, that's a blessing. First and foremost,
yes sir.
to be that old and to still be in shape like you are, and to still and to not be insane. We're not gonna say you sane.
No, I'm not saying.
None of us are. None of us are. You know what I'm saying? But you're not totally insane. You're a very sharp individual. You know what I'm saying? You have your mind state blows my mind sometimes. No, you know what I'm saying? And that says something because it's hard for a motherfucker to blow my mind. You know what I mean? So that's why I take you and I say, okay, this is whatever it is. When you was in jail, when you needed something, who you call?
Come on, man. Without
Wasn't the Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
May
May.
You call
Before
my
you
mama.
It was May.
Yeah.
Rest
Before
in peace,
you could call my mama, you could call me, and we made sure that you was all right.
For sure, yes sir.
You know what I'm
Who
saying?
better
Appreciate
can
it.
recognize
And I appreciate
the way
it.
he moved
Yeah.
better than you?
But it
Exactly.
wasn't only that, it's just that he been where I've been.
That's what I'm talking about.
Been where me and Lorenzo been. It's like, when people look at my history, when we went to San Quentin, we went to death row. We went and messed with real people.
Yeah, they put us in the hole where the death row inmates was at and shit.
Yeah, it was.
You know what I'm saying? And we couldn't really function with the population.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it was a different type of attitude that you get from
And I
from
got
being
that
in
kind of
those.
demeanor. If I ain't been to prison with you, I really don't fuck with you because I don't know your mindset.
Right.
So that's, you know.
And that's a form of being
Yeah, all that.
institutionalized, all that. You know what I'm saying? All that. So,
Well, I mean, how do you? I mean, what moves do you think a person that is institutionalized should do to become uninstitutionalized? Like, what steps should a
Stay
person
free.
take?
Number
yeah.
one, stay
Hey,
free.
that go the main
Number one, you got
thing
to
right
stay
there.
free.
Stay free. Be patient. I tell people all the time, though, right? This is what we do. The recidivism rate of the young black male and woman of going in and out of prison is very high. You know what I'm saying? It's because when we're in there, we don't prepare to come out and be free.
Right.
You know, they have steps, but they're not pushing a real line. They don't care. They'll let you out with $200 and no plan. And what do you do with that? You go and do.
Motherfuckers like us
Yeah.
didn't care. Some of us, I didn't never get mine. Our hustle game was so tight.
Yeah,
You know?
you get out there and you do what you did to
Until
come
your
back up
next
in
time
that
go
motherfucker.
right.
So what
know?
you mean by no plan? Because don't you, when you go to prison, you got a program, right? There's a school inside of prison where you can get
Right,
degrees.
right.
But a lot of people choose not to do that in prison. They choose to maybe get a kitchen job or being a pod worker, right? So maybe it's the people in there that don't want to have a plan.
Man, my whole thing when I got released, I was the type of motherfucker, when you catch me, you catch me.
Yeah.
And I did this year in and in and year out.
Right.
You know, that just was the law of the streets. A motherfucker loved the streets. This is my street history. This shit is in black and white. These are all pictures of me in the game.
Right.
I got everything I did is in black and white, so a motherfucker don't have to say, oh, was he really? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got motherfuckers call themselves sending a bitch, and they sent a bitch in Walmart to return some stolen items, and they was pimping. Come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's really about what you choose, though.
To do, yeah.
It's really
I
about what
chose
you
it,
choose.
just like I said, and I told you the other day, man, when I look back when we was on that basketball court, we was having fun and a motherfucker.
In prison.
Amongst people of our peers,
Right. Right.
you know? And then I was the type, I lived in the streets. I was married to the streets. I ain't never been married to no female. I've been married to these streets. So my
Straight up.
life was back and forth to the pen. That's what these streets are bringing. But I always been, like, let me say this. I was telling you that you hella intelligent, phenomenal, because you got a lot of criminals. When I came up in the crime, I knew what I was sacrificing. If I was gonna pull a robbery, I knew what the penal code was. I knew what it was.
Yeah.
So with that said, everybody can't do like Lorenzo, go in there and fight your own case.
Right.
But what you can do is keep your motherfucking mouth shut.
Right. Right.
You know, if you can't fight your own case, keep your motherfucking mouth shut.
Yeah.
That's the two best rules. You phenomenal, you fought your own case. I'm a
Right.
career criminal, don't know nothing about law. But keeping my motherfucking mouth shut, I'm here today at 67.
You's a professional at that.
Keep your mouth shut.
Well, my lawyer told me, he say, the best way to beat a case is to never admit and never deny. So if you never admit and you never deny, then that means that you don't say anything.
Come on,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? You don't say anything. But being, growing up in prison, as a young man growing up in prison, and you going back and forth to prison, how does it feel now to be? Do you feel that you missed out on a
Man,
lot?
Of course, I can't thank you enough, but at the same time, man, I love that shit. I'm not scared of that shit. I ain't got no bumps and bruises on me, nigga. This game been good to me.
Yeah.
And I played it hard. I've been where some men ain't been.
Right. No doubt
So,
about it.
I mean, it was my life. I can't go back and say if I had man, this shit is phenomenal, and look where we at today.
So
Your
when
cousin
they
standing by
came
you.
and filmed you in prison, what was that all about?
Man, we factors, man. I done heard you say several times, I was telling T today, a correctional officer is not a police officer.
Right.
I got some homeboys that wear that uniform that'll bring a nigga anything except a pistol.
Right.
And then you won't bring me no knife because I know how to make them.
Right.
But it's tobacco and cell phones, all that, a police is one thing, a correctional officer is another. So,
Right.
but yeah, that was my life, man. And like I say, 6 prison numbers from a C to a D number, 1 Nevada number, and then this last bacon and lettuce ass number, which is a BL number.
That's from Vegas?
No, that's from out here.
That's from out here.
Yeah.
So you went to prison in Vegas also?
Yeah, I did a term, and then I was back sentenced to a life sentence. And then,
Right.
like I say, keeping my mouth shut, Brought me back.
So, in the spirit of embarking upon a new lifestyle and experiencing new things, though, you have the book that we discovered that we're going to publish. You know what I'm saying? We also have a janitorial business that we're trying to build with that. Why is cleaning up like you one of the cleanest cats I ever met? What made you feel like cleaning up was your
Come
niche?
on, Zoe, you been in them San Quentin cells, them motherfuckers tiny and a motherfucker. There ain't no way two men gonna, but you know, I was always the type too, you know, due to, you know, my upbringing and my beliefs, I was always able to have me a single cell. When you see me in that documentary, it was up to me to invite that little brother in. He was on a 13-year bid, and I thought it wouldn't be no better than to take him in and say, hey man, this is what you looking for.
Right.
So that's why I had a celly, but most of the time I be single celled, you know,
Right.
my choice, you know.
And cleaning up was your
Yes, I mean, cleanliness is next to godliness.
most definitely.
You know, it's just like I hear the young lady say, her feet pretty. I like to compare mine with hers, and I run on concrete.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can sniff mine too. Or we can sniff each other's. For real.
No doubt about it. Segueing
So,
in.
so you run, right?
Yes, ma'am.
How far do you run a day?
According to how I feel.
What's the longest you ran?
14 miles, 15 miles. I do, every time I'm out, I'm doing 10 or better.
That's pretty phenomenal for a 66-year-old man.
I appreciate that.
66 running that year. Huh? Yeah, barefoot though.
I mean, you
Now
know,
here, listen.
it is what
I'm
it
telling
is.
y'all, this ain't no propaganda. The man run barefooted 15 miles. So, like I was finna do, segue into that, right? Now, you're looking for sponsors and people of that nature that's willing to watch it happen. You know what I mean? Because we're planning on doing it when? After your birthday?
Whenever, you know, whenever the roaster prepared. I'm just sitting back enjoying life, you know. And,
Well, we're gonna have
I'm
a
staying
date.
ready.
We're gonna have a date for you guys to where he's gonna run from San Pablo City to his city, Vallejo, California. Cross the bridge,
Yes, sir, straight down San Pablo.
straight down San Pablo.
Hopefully, God's willing,
You
we
know,
can
we're
involve
gonna
the
be
kids.
filming it. We're gonna be filming it and making sure that you guys, you know, we really want to inspire individuals to be healthy, to be clean, to be taqwa, to be conscious, to stay on the path. You know what I
Always.
mean?
Yes, sir.
Stay on the path and run your race. Run your race until you get to your destination. You know what I mean? And then when you do get to your destination, create another one.
Man, and don't let nobody put you down, man. They done put me down for years, but it is what it is. I love the streets. I'm gonna tell you, I love the streets. I want to give a shout out to Mont, Bump Comedy, Fab, you know, Dope Era, everybody involved with it. Definitely the roaster. You know, that's my kinfolk. Love you, John T, for staying with him. Of course, Myisha, Pooh, the queen. I gotta give you yours. You know, I appreciate y'all having me. So, you know, it is what it is.
So with one more thing I want to touch bases with you. You're a pretty funny dude, right?
Yes, sir.
You have a couple Instagrams.
Yes, sir.
Would you like to share the Instagrams with the people? Like, what is the...
I mean, you have it. I mean, everything I have, you have, you know, and I'm not too
I done broke my glasses, God damn it.
conscious of
I
that.
won't be able to see that.
But you got to
What's
turn
his
them around.
Instagram? 707
Here, you need my phone?
Solo.
7
Just
Solo,
read,
no
just read
Solo.
your
7 Solo 707. 7 Solo 707.
yeah.
And
Tell the
team
people.
and Team Solo. But my thing is, you know, I love Bigfoot. You know, this is part of your thing, you know, and I'm going to represent Bigfoot no matter where I am. If I'm running, I'm going to start running with the Bigfoot mask. I done order me a few of them. That's my thing. And then, you know, getting out with the ladies when I can with these different type masks. I just brought dancing. You brought the dancing out in me. You brought the fun out in me.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I love it. I get in the garage on my own solo bolo, and I just do me, you know, just zone off. And that's what I do. You know, I see that this world is full of flash with this internet, and I just want to dance for the people. I don't mean no harm, you know.
Yeah, he wanna make you guys laugh. That's what he wanna do.
Exactly. I want to make you have. Let's
He
have
wanna
fun.
make you guys laugh. If you get to dancing with him, then that's something different. But he's hilarious, believe me.
I
You
appreciate
know what I
it.
mean? So yeah,
I got a question.
go ahead.
You say you make knives. I didn't mean to bring it back to there, but
Yeah,
what-
I mean, yes, of course,
what-
I can
what
make a
are you-
knife.
What it was, what's the common, the easiest way to make one?
It don't matter. It ain't no easy way when you need one. What I mean, if there's no steel available, of course you're gonna melt down like me and Lorenzo was saying yesterday. Conditioner bottles, shampoo bottles, that shit melts. Well, when you see my documentary, this is another thing people miss. Whenever I hit San Quentin, that's my birthplace. I didn't never had to worry about no job or nothing. I'm a level 4. I go straight to Badger section. You got my homeboys in there, such as Dave Stevenson. You got the Delahunty. They all love me. They wear that uniform and they love me to death. So with that said, I get right off the bus. I get a job. And back to what I was saying about if you know you got lighters. When you in my documentary, I got a lighter, bro. You know what it takes to have a lighter in prison?
I can imagine.
So I'm able to cook. I'm able to warm my food. If a brother needs a down Zoe, if somebody that reputable need a lighter, then it ain't no charge, but everything costs. To use my lighter, could you get caught with it? That one flick might cost you 10 top ramen. Nigga, you get one strike to light that toilet tissue bomb to light your toilet tissue. Cause I'm cooking with a toilet tissue bomb. But you're using that toilet tissue bomb to roll your wax. As it softens, you just rolling it. And you roll it as long as you want. And you just roll it into
One of our best ways to make them, but they stopped giving you fingernail clippers.
Oh yeah, of course.
That was 3 knives.
He was asking today like a toothbrush.
Yeah,
Top to
toothbrush.
bottom and
I seen the
I
toothbrush.
ain't
No,
never
the fingernail clipper was 3 knives. So, you know, and we keep the knives to get them to the yard,
All that in the book.
you know, and every motherfucking thing that.
You gotta tell Solo about cut that locker with the mayonnaise and your TV cord, and that's how you solder your get the metal.
I mean,
Most definitely.
It's all,
Hey, look, check this out. What was
it's
that?
all
What was that
types
show?
of different ways, but it
What was
depended
that
on
show? MacGyver.
Right, yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
you had some MacGyver motherfuckers up in there, man. They took. I don't care what they took. We replaced it with something. You can't take fire from us. That means that you got to take the outlets. We can't take the outlet because when you leave us in there with that outlet.
it's still the same thing.
Now that's a fire. You see Eddie Murphy's barbecue?
Come on, man.
What's scared to get electrocuted?
Huh? Hell fucking no. We wanted to smoke weed more than if we was scared to get electrocuted.
Yeah, my lips got burnt
Trying
off.
to hit
You
this
can't
good weed.
lie, yeah.
You feel me? Yeah.
Man.
So all I want to know, do you know how to make a spread?
Without a doubt, burritos, everything. But I see that's one part of that institutionalism. Now, Kingdom at me, who do the one? I want to hook them up, but that's part of institutionalism. I try to stay away from that. You talking about institutionalized? That's one part of it.
I
That
make 'em,
bullshit.
though.
Yeah, he made one last night, but I don't be wanting to indulge in
Had
that.
been making one in
You
LA.
Yeah, they beautiful.
Made a big old feast.
Hey
Yeah, he
man, check
good
this
at it.
out,
Then,
man.
you know, he eat things like the oysters I don't do. I'm a
Yeah.
simple cat, you know? I've
Yeah.
been up against the struggle, so it's just like Royal. Royal be, your daughter's amazing, man. That's my girl. Not only that, she's a Gemini. But
Yeah.
she asked me questions like, so do you ever eat? Because
Yeah.
the way I eat, you know,
Right.
I'm not a glutton. I take care of my body and I'm serious about it, so I just eat all bare minimum. I've been in shoes, I've been in holes where food is not, you know, at abundance. So I've been in situations where you got to manage. And one of it is in my diet and knowing how to say no, you know, and when to say no, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Did you have a lot of fights in prison?
no, because everything was, that prison life is just crazy. I became the king of South Lake. Well, it's 2 things I want to say too also. What do you rate for E40 as a rapper?
What you mean?
What do you rate me? I mean, from number 1 through 5, or 1 through 10 in the Bay.
40? Oh, in the Bay?
Bay, top 3.
Yeah, he top 3 for sure in the
He
Bay.
talks about your cousin.
Yeah. He what?
He talks about me.
Oh yeah, in the raps. I know. He
Right.
got your name in the rap.
When I first came home and you said, cousin, I put your name on the wire and a lot of motherfuckers getting at you. Did you get any negative?
None
And
at
I'm not. The
all.
only motherfucker is a motherfucker that I done busted his head, because I'm going to do just like you. I'm going to bust your head if you get out of pocket. For real. And that's why I stand on my ground.
Yeah.
Vallejo cats, these cats, they don't know me. I laid the foundation for prisoners to walk to Vallejo. In 84, Vallejo was a ghost town. I became the king of South Vallejo.
Yeah.
I took over South Vallejo.
Straight
I
up.
laid my foundation. I'm the king of South Vallejo. So, matter of fact, I'm in a magazine. I ain't never spit a rap in my life, but I'm in a rap magazine.
Yeah. Let me see.
I don't. But I'm in a rap magazine. Keep the Sneaks 15th edition. I had a crew.
What
I was pushing.
you in a picture up in here?
Yeah, let me find. I thought I showed you.
Yeah.
I thought I showed you everything. I keep shit from you just because this is your.
I think y'all sit on the steps or something?
Yeah, me and my crew. Your boy, come on, man.
Oh,
Youngster.
okay.
40 talk about me. I was mad at the time, but I love you, bro. Thank you, and I appreciate it. At the time, I didn't see it, because we was at war on some bullshit. This shit done been deep,
Right.
you know?
Look at Solon.
Where? Which one?
Take
Okay.
your glasses off sometime. Quit hiding behind them glasses. Take your
I ain't
glasses
hiding
off.
behind these glasses. These glasses is prescriptions.
So let me tell you,
Yeah, I can't see without my glasses.
well, then you talking about where you at. You got your prescriptions on. Why it's so hard for you to
said
see?
a
You don't
young
want to see me?
Solo. You said a young Solo.
But I look the same.
Okay.
Shit. You still don't sing? You don't want to sing.
Here you go, Solo.
Thank you.
That nigga was just on the yard. Yeah, but yeah, man, it's it's always a pleasure having the conversations with you. You know what I'm
Likewise.
saying? And seeing your growth, your development, and may you continue to grow and develop and be a better person. You know, we're gonna make sure that we continue to embark upon these positive goals and these plans, and make sure that we start seeing the benefits from it.
I appreciate it.
That way it inspires, it continues to inspire you and other individuals that come from where you come from.
Yes,
to
sir.
be able to say, man, if I can do it, if he can do it, I can do it.
I tell T that all the time.
You know what
I
I'm
never
saying?
want to see him go through what I went through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, man?
Yeah.
Motherfucker, just, because everybody ain't built for this shit, man.
Yeah.
But like I say, I try to tell what I can, especially in the community here, try to, get some positive feedback.
Most
Because
definitely.
I never want to see a youngster, make the mistakes I made.
Right.
Especially in that jail shit, because that shit was a waste of time. A motherfucker lost your mom, which was my special. I'll be there on my B-Day, on the Mother's Day, and my mom. I don't owe but 3 females. I feel nothing. Miss Hall, my mama, rest in peace, and your mama. Every
Right.
other female got to pay.
Right.
I ain't got nothing. Then I told my little cousin, and then my cousins in the family.
Yeah.
And also, let me put this on the record. Anything that's connected to Miss Hall, I'll never touch in an unprofessional manner. So
I don't know what that meant, but
that's
okay.
I'm just saying, as far as the female camaraderie,
Oh, okay,
I
yeah.
don't disrespect
Oh, you
our
talking
ladies.
about like you'll never go out with her friends and nothing like
No,
that?
none of that.
Yeah, me neither.
No. You bet not. You bet not.
Really do out there.
Yeah, Billy Do out there, huh? Yeah, that is my dad, huh? That damn Billy Do. That motherfucker owe me so much money.
Crazy.
Hey, but look here, man. We're going to go ahead and say sayonara, man, and we're going to sign off.
Hey,
We
so-
appreciate you and love you.
Tell one of them stories about when you the stories you was telling us yesterday when you said the bugs was on the floor.
Man, we never gonna get all off into that. You trying to have me cat off.
We're going to come back with the second part on that,
You
man.
ain't trying to
We're
have
going to
me
sign
go
out
there.
on that. Look, check this out. This is
Hey,
what I
thank
want
you,
y'all to
Justin.
do.
Thank you, Zoe. Thank you, Miss Pooh.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Most
Mine,
definitely.
Let
everybody
the camera
bump.
know where that they could purchase your bracelets from and check you out. Let them know. Look
No,
at that
because
camera
that's
right
not
there.
going to be no regular thing. Excuse me, y'all. I just misled everybody. I just made a sample. I'm not going to get on there. My main duty right now is make sure my cousin nourishes himself back to health and protect him at all costs. These bracelets are just something. These are my little dead homegirls. That's why I'm going to forever do that. But all that trying to sell and make some money, come on, man. I am money. I'm Bitcoins. Fuck, I need making bracelets. I do that from the little sweethearts. I made a couple for you, but you threw them up on the mantle. Hello.
I'm talking about you.
You talking about me?
Oh, all of a sudden you? Hello? Did you not throw up? Okay, cut it on the bead.
Hey,
On the bead.
hey, check this out. Make sure you guys go subscribe. Make sure you
Comment.
guys comment, share,
Like. Tell all your
and
friends.
guess what? Check this out. If you around this area, Fruitvale and International Boulevard, make sure you guys come see us at 3132 International Boulevard. It's Bigfoot, Hostile Takeover. Come get your shop on. And it's a coffee store on the corner, Red Bay Cafe. If you utilize the code 211, yes, 211, you get 15% off anything that you purchase. So make sure you guys do that. And come on, man. We're going to have some more for y'all next time. Love, peace,
Wait,
and
Ben,
grease.
do not break the law. You do not want to go to prison.
Prison.
You don't want to go to jail. So
Not at all.
don't do it.
Not at all. You
It's
know
not
what I'm
worth
saying? And we love y'all. Y'all
Thank
be
you for
good.
having me, yes.
You get.